In case you haven't heard, there's been a big change in the rideshare industry. Lyft's two founders, Logan Green and John Zimmer, stepped down, and they were replaced by a former Amazon executive named David Risher. Now, the first thing I thought was, how's this going to affect me? How's it going to affect you, drivers, right? Is it going to affect our revenue? Or is this guy coming in to prepare the company to sell it, right? That would be no bueno for us because we need two companies. We got to have two companies to keep each other honest. So in this video, I'm going to address some of the changes I think David Risher could make that would make his company better, and some changes that he could make that would make it better for drivers so we could actually make more money. And stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to share with you whether I think this is a good move for Lyft or a bad move for Lyft and for us, the drivers. All that and more. Stick around. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy. Called into duty this week because we got some news, all right? So anytime there's a change at the top, it's not usually good news. I don't know if you remember when Steve Jobs was replaced in Apple by a guy named John Sculley. And then, of course, Uber replaced Travis Kalanick with Dara K. So it's usually when companies are struggling. And as you can see here, some of the news, Lyft picks new CEO as founders tap out amid fierce competition. And then the next one is Lyft's co-founders to step down as company struggles, right? So not good news for Lyft. They're getting killed in the stock market, and Uber's really shining. So here's the guy they brought in, David Risher. And here's what I found online about Mr. Risher. He began his career as a product manager at Microsoft. He co-founded the online bookstore Amazon, where he served as senior vice president of product and platform until 2002. Played a significant role. After leaving Amazon, Risher co-founded World Reader, a nonprofit organization that provides digital books to children in developing countries. That company grew. He also has served as a board member and advisor for several prominent companies, including Expedia, PopCap Games, and Decide.com. So let's jump into the first question we've got to ask ourselves. So how can David Risher work with Lyft so that they can compete with Uber? So I've come up with a few things. Number one, prioritize trust and safety. So this is something that passengers and drivers don't feel a lot of. So if he can make a concerted effort to have drivers feel safer and passengers feel safer, that would be a big upstat for Lyft, and that would make people want to use them as their primary service as opposed to Uber. Number two, improve customer service. So we all know how terrible the customer service is with both Uber and Lyft. If they could make it to where it's easier to actually talk to somebody and get some results, that would be great. Number three, try and grow Lyft, both domestically and internationally. The larger the company, the more stable the company. Of course, going into other countries, that seems like a no-brainer. But domestically, they could work with some different industries and create some partnerships. For example, they could get involved with public transportation, right? Helping people when the bus drops them off at one point, maybe getting picked up and taken to their home, or in the travel industry or in retail. So establish some new partnerships. I think that would be very good. And then number five, innovation and technology. Just keep working with artificial intelligence and find ways that you can make the passenger experience and the driving experience better. So those are some ideas I've come up with that are ways that he can make Lyft more competitive and superior to Uber. So now the more important question for all of us. What can David Risher do to improve the amount of money that drivers make, right? What can he do so we can put more money into our pocket? So number one, better bonuses and pay, right? So this seems like a no-brainer, but I can tell you in my market of Sacramento, I don't get paid as much by Lyft. The bonuses are weak. They're weak compared to what Uber offers me, and therefore I drive more for Uber. So if you pay us, we'll switch, right? We'll go from Uber to Lyft. Whoever's paying us the most money generally gets our services. Number 2, come up with some additional revenue streams. So he's stated pretty clearly that he's not interested in delivering food, and I am all for that. I don't like having the smell of pizza in my car either. But if you could work out some other streams of revenue that we could make that work with the driving, the rideshare driving, that would be another area where we could earn some extra money, maybe during down or slower times of the day. Number 3, help us out with expenses. Maybe do some partnerships with some gas companies, maybe some car repair companies. Make those stronger so that we can actually see the benefit and ways that we can actually save money versus just doing it ourselves. And number 4, use technologies and create technologies that just make our experience better. And I don't know what those are, but technologies just keeps improving, and before you know it, there's something new. Like, for example, when I started, we didn't have the destination filter. Someone thought that up. Great thing. I use it every single day. So things like that in the tech, in the innovation arena would be beneficial to all of us. So what are the key takeaways here? Well, the shakeup was probably a long time coming. Clearly, Lyft is struggling, and anytime you bring in some new blood, things get shaken up, new ideas get hatched. It's usually a good thing. It's certainly made a huge positive impact with Uber, right? Uber had a corporate culture problem. They were like, their image wasn't very good, and Dara K came in and really has crushed it. Just, you got to give it to him. You got to tip the hat to Dara K. All we can hope is that David Risher can come in and do a similar type of job with Lyft. We want Lyft and Uber to be competitive, right? We need the two of them to keep them honest. So I think, based on his background, based on what he was able to do with his other companies, his interest in technology, I don't think he's looking to sell this company. I think he's looking to build it, and we are an integral part of it, making the drivers happy so that we want to work for his company versus Uber's company. So we provide the best service is essential to his success. So I say this is a thumbs up move. I'm excited to see what this guy will do. I've seen some of his, I read some of his interviews this morning, and it sounds like he wants to really focus on rideshare and not do delivery. I think that's a great message, and he's all in. So let's see what he can do. Let's give the guy a chance. And as he makes some moves, we'll bring you some more information about how we think he is doing. So thank you for watching this video. This is Jay Crater saying go out and have a great day. If you like the video, give it a check. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe. We'll bring you great content every single day. Just go out and have an awesome day. Go out and tell somebody you love them. It will make their day. Guarantee it. Be safe out there. Bye for now.